Hello and welcome to another Abbey Wood School video. In this clip I'll be showing you how to move into the higher levels when writing about Macbeth. First of all, you need to understand what you're being assessed on. Reading AF6 is to identify and comment on writers' purposes, viewpoints, and the overall effect a text has on the reader. AF3 is to deduce, infer, or interpret information, so using clues, using evidence, to examine events or ideas, make comments based on evidence from the text, so your quotes. You'll be looking at Lady Macbeth for your assessment, and so to hit those assessment foci, you need to see if you can answer two different questions. First of all, can you comment on how Shakespeare presents Lady Macbeth to the reader? Shakespeare's works don't feature many stage directions generally, and so we rely on how characters speak, act, and how others speak about them to find out information. Second question is, how much evidence can you find to prove some of the answers to that previous question? Now this is a case of using quotes from the script and using them well. You need to aim to embed them, which means taking and making them part of your sentence. Let's take a look at some differences. Lady Macbeth says her husband is not willing to cheat to become king. She says that wouldst thou holily, wouldst not play false, about Macbeth, which shows us she thinks Macbeth does not want to lie to be king. Lady Macbeth says to her husband, Macbeth, wouldst not play false to become king. Lady Macbeth understands that Macbeth is not willing to be false, embodying a range of ideas. Lying, cheating, deceiving others. It implies that she is willing to do those things because she sees it as a weakness in Macbeth. So as we can see here, embedding the quote, making it part of your sentence, as shown in yellow, will actually help you focus on the words and the phrases that matter, and expanding on the meaning of the word false. In this context, lying to people, or perhaps deceiving them to get something that you want. And also explaining the idea of weakness and strength, which could arguably some of the themes of the play. So let's have a look at Act 1, Scene 5. This is where we first meet Lady Macbeth. She's busy reading a letter from Macbeth, which tells the story of his encounter with the witches. Upon finding out he's to become king, Lady Macbeth's ambition and knowledge of her husband is made clear in her first speech. Glamis thou art, and Cawdor, and shalt be what thou art promised. Yet I do fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, art not without ambition, but without the illness should attend it. Broadly this means, you are Thane of Glamis, you will be Thane of Cawdor. You shall be what you are promised, which is to become king. However, I fear your nature, your personality, if you like. It's too full of the milk of human kindness to take this opportunity. You would or you could be great, and you aren't without ambition, but you don't have what it takes to get what you want. Now that we understand the meaning behind those words, we'll transform it into a paragraph. We might choose to write, Lady Macbeth thinks Macbeth is not strong. She says, what thou art promised, yet do I fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. This shows that Macbeth is filled with kindness and so won't be able to be king. This is okay. It uses the PEE technique and has found evidence, and yet it would only really reach level 4 because it's copied almost 4 lines of the play as its evidence without choosing carefully. It's made one relevant point, but has not really looked at what's going on here. Lady Macbeth is actually criticising her husband. Let's make it level 5. Upon hearing of the news Macbeth is predicted to be king by the witches, or the weird sisters, Lady Macbeth reacts in a very revealing way. She begins by saying Macbeth will get what he is promised, but backtracks and says he is too full of the milk of human kindness. This image, this contrasting image, shows she thinks he's too kind and takes care of others. It suggests that she is clever, and we want to read on. Now this is better. It uses quotes more selectively, such as the weird sisters and promised and too full of the milk of human kindness. It also mentions part of the story that Macbeth sends her the news of the witches' predictions, but, crucially, it makes a comment on the story. It doesn't just retell the story. We find out something revealing about Lady Macbeth, even though at this point it doesn't say what it is. So there we are, we're looking at about level 5 there. There's a clear difference between the use of evidence and the explanations. Going towards level 6. The strong reaction Lady Macbeth has to the news Macbeth will become king in the future is interesting, and reveals an imbalance in their relationship. Lady Macbeth says her husband is too full of the milk of human kindness to take action and help himself reach his goal. This image reverses the roles between the characters. Macbeth is apparently full of the milk that mothers use to nourish their children. The language is therefore surprisingly aggressive by suggesting Macbeth is too kind, and reveals Lady Macbeth is not afraid to speak badly of her husband. It draws attention to the question, who has more power? You, the reader, begin to form an impression that Lady Macbeth is powerful. So we can see here in the yellow and the green that we've got defined ideas, good points in yellow, a strong reaction, and that it's interesting at this point of the play. And also it defines the language as being aggressive after quoting it from the script. And lastly, in purple, you've got a key question to move on, a key question that you might answer. It introduces your understanding of theme. So we've got imagery here, we've got language being interpreted as aggressive, and we've got the theme of power. That will be able to get you up to the level 6 by writing about the theme, introducing your own opinion, saying that Lady Macbeth has a strong reaction, pointing out imagery and language, and specifically picking your evidence very carefully. I hope this has helped you gain a better understanding of how to hit those high levels for your Shakespeare assessment. Thanks for watching and listening.